A few years ago, basically the financial system held a mirror to the climate crisis.
Before politics, it was Mark Carney's core mission.
These are the best in finance that are committed to making the transition to net zero a reality.
Banding banks, private investors, and governments together to try and get global emissions to net zero by 2050. A message he's continued as Prime Minister.
As the world shifts to using lower carbon energy, increasingly only the cleanest oil and gas will be consumed. Our oil and gas industry recognizes this. They're committed to net zero emissions by 2050, and so are we.
But it's a commitment that's very unlikely to be met, according to a new report from Canada's energy regulator. Under current environmental policies, Canadian emissions will stop declining around 2035, with the best-case scenario for 2050 having Canada producing 500 megatons in annual emissions, the equivalent to 150 million cars.
By 2050, Canada's GHG emissions in current measures are 28% below the 2005 benchmark year, or 17% below 2023 levels.
An improvement, but far from enough to hit net zero, with the energy regulator saying a higher carbon tax, a net negative electricity grid, and massive low-carbon tech implementation would all be needed to hit the Liberals' key environmental goal. A direction they're not moving in. The Alberta MOU attempts to build a new million-barrel-a-day oil pipeline. TMX is hoping to expand by nearly 300,000 barrels a day. And Ottawa supports a doubling of the LNG Canada project.
We're prepared to build pipelines north, south, east, and west. And I think we finally have an understanding from the federal government that we need to do that.
None of those major fossil fuel projects are included in projections from the energy regulator, all of which would make the emissions outlook considerably worse.
The Canadian energy regulator has absolutely nailed it. There are things we could do to reach net zero by 2050. We are not prepared to do them.
We asked for an interview with the Natural Resources Minister, but like the Prime Minister, Tim Hodgson is on vacation. The Environment Minister was also not available to take our questions. Mackenzie Gray, Global News, Ottawa.